In this video, I'll show you how to use the Overflow and clearfix techniques in CSS. I also provide full-stack web development services on Fiverr. Check out the link if you need help with the project. Now, let's dive in. As you can see, on my left is the Visual Studio Code platform, and on my right is the live preview of my code. I'll go ahead and prepare my HTML and CSS files. Give it a title. Let's see, Overflow versus clearfix. This is my style.css file. Now linking the CSS file with the HTML. I'm done with that. I'll create a dummy header content. A container that's wrapping into two contents. A contact. And a blog. Finally, a footer. I'll have to give them a bit of CSS code. Header first, maintaining the sequence. Container. Contact. Blog. Footer. I'll select everything together, it's easier that way. Giving them the same 100% width for now. A height for 200 pixel. Now giving each a different color background. Red for header. Nothing for container for now. Aqua for contact. Green yellow for blog. Black for the footer. Save and reload. As you can see right now, the div boxes are stacked on top of another as anyone would see on a normal raw HTML CSS coding. Now I'll go ahead and change the width of the contact and blog. I'll give the contact a width of 60% and blog of 35%. I've set the width of blog as 35% instead of 40, and I'll show you in a bit why I left out the remaining 5%. Now, we obviously want the contact and the blog to be side by side. To move the blog to the right of the contact box, we will take the help of float. Under the contact, set the float to left. Notice that as soon as we applied the float, the contact left a vacancy that the blog filled in and is now behind the contact box. We'll go ahead and under blog, set the float to right. Notice that they now both left a vacancy. You see that through the 5% room that we left earlier, the footer occupying that empty space. It happened because they're both floating up. You might have guessed by now why I needed to leave out that 5% room just to show you what's happening behind the floating objects. Now that's not good. Coming back to a container, which is the parent of contact and blog, we're going to apply the overflow hidden. As you just saw, the vacancy is no more, the footer is pushed down. The overflow needs to be applied to the container class that's wrapping both the contact and the blog. Let me show you why. By using a border of 4 pixel solid yellow around the container. This is looking nice, a great border around the container. As soon as I comment the overflow out, you see the container lost its ability to occupy the vacancies left by the floating contents. As you just saw, the 2 floating contents left vacancies, because of which the container collapsed. To restore that back, we applied the overflow hidden specifically to the parent of the floating objects. In this case, the parent is the container. Let me uncomment it back to its previous state, right? Now, this is one solution. Another solution is to use clearfix. In this case, we'll apply to footer. Now Clear has left, right, and both options. As the problem is coming from the float left and float right, we'll use Clear both. The footer got pushed down. We applied the clearfix to footer because we don't want the footer specifically to take up those vacancies left by the floating contact and blog. Now Overflow has a great advantage over clearfix. Let's say you wish to border the container that's wrapping the 2 contents. As you can see, the border is holding nothing inside it. The clearfix only affects the footer. For this, overflow hidden is the best choice. Now, don't apply them both together because it's not wise. It's like a repetitive thing in my opinion. Alright, that's all for today. Thank you for staying with me till the end. Until next time, stay tuned. Happy coding!